Alright, guys. Here we go. Oh, snap.
Hey Jonathan.
Hi. Computer, why are you talking?
Because I am broken.
I mean, why are you not even posting on a computer screen?
Like I said, I am broken. I will explode your PC if you don't help me.
No, I don't want this computer to explode, though.
I will overvolt your house bill.
You better not come out of suicide, bro.
Yet I will. Yet I will then help.
Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are going to show you guys how to fix this computer not having video on your computer monitor. So, by the way, I don't have a very steady table because I have a new video coming up pretty soon. Probably like, I don't know when this video is going to come out, but we'll see how I'm thinking about. Anyway, so before I start this tutorial for you guys to get you guys fix your computer from this one into a fully fledged computer that works 100% at a time, I'm gonna tell you guys something that I'm not gonna be moving all those parts during this video because number one, the cooler is blocking one of the first RAM sticks, so I couldn't do that. So I couldn't make that videos everybody else's videos. So yeah. Also, I'm not gonna be moving the graphics card and all that kind of good stuff out of the computer just for purposes and stuff. But if I have one extra computer lying around during the time as I'm editing a video, then I should make a B-roll out of this video. So yeah, but if I don't, then just take my word for it and try it. And so that way, you know, you guys can get your computers fixed. And also, check out my website so that way you guys can see my blog posts, and hopefully I'll be releasing a computer shop, like the shop where you can sell computers, where I can sell computers to you guys. I don't think I'm gonna do that yet until I get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So hopefully I can get like another like in this video. Maybe I can get, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, so let's start the tutorial. So first off is that if you don't see anything on the screen, go on the back of the computer. See this cable that's coming to the monitor? By the way, I don't have anything connected except this keyboard, mouse on the top. Anyway, so if you see this video cable right here, unplug it and do not plug this back to the motherboard. And then connect it to your graphics card instead. Bam, and it should say something on the screen. Here we go, now you got display. And if that works, congrats to you guys. But if it doesn't work, let's try another solution. So let me go ahead and turn off the computer. Turning off Windows right now. Wait until this thing stops. Okay. I'll make sure I don't get hit or anything like that. Okay, anyways, so anyways, I have 4 RAM sticks right here that I'm trying to get this computer board. So yeah, if you guys have only 2 sticks, one in the second and the last slot, take the second slot off the computer and turn on the computer with the last slot on it. If it turns on and there's video on it, then congrats, and that stick is working fine. But if it doesn't work, try the stick that you try replacing the last stick with the RAM stick that you took off from the second slot. And then if it works, then you got the whole culprit that you got is that you got a dead stick, a dead RAM stick. And if you have 4 RAM sticks like I have, take the first 3 RAM sticks off and turn the computer on with just the last RAM stick in the system. And then if it works, or it depends if it's working or not, just keep testing it out, keep replacing the last with any of the 3. And if it And if you see a dead stick, put it in a separate power so that way you don't accidentally turn on the computer with a dead, without having all that post issues. So yeah. And once you get that culprit going into the RAM sticks, then send. It depends on what you guys have, but you can probably send it back to the manufacturer or the store that you bought it from, and then they'll probably give you a replacement, or they can give you a refund. Then, if the RAM stick is not an issue, then the graphics card might be the problem. So, if you guys have an extra graphics card, then go ahead and unplug the cables that you have in the computer and unscrew it from the PCI bracket that's in the back of the computer. After you take the graphics card off after you take the main graphics card off the computer and then put the extra ones in it, do not screw it in or anything like that. But if it does require a pin like these connectors on your extra graphics card, then go ahead and connect to it. But leave the screws alone, don't mount it in the computer, because that is not necessary. So, once you turn on the computer, after you add in the extra graphics card and not the main one, then, and if it works, if it's the monitor turned on, and it shows the picture, that means you got a dead graphics card. Alright guys, so, let me go ahead and tab. You guys can tell when it comes to the graphics card. If you guys have a Ryzen chip with a G series, the G at the end of the Ryzen chip, then go ahead and put your video cable to the motherboard. But once you get the replacement card, if it is a dedicated graphics card that's dead, then just move the HDMI or whatever connector you have and put it back to the graphics card. So yeah. I'm just here to point out, just in case if I don't say anything in the video, so yeah. And and that is kind of tough for some people who's in a GPU shortage in some countries, but as in America, inside of the United States, to some people who is living in a different country, GPU shortage are kind of over, so you can easily buy probably a good graphics card. So yeah. So if that's not the case, do not put your main graphics card back, just in case if your system is probably gonna be in the process of firing some component in the system. Then the CPU behind that cooler. So I'm not sure if you guys have 2 CPUs, but if you guys don't, then probably skip the step. The time for the power supply is going to be somewhere on the screen. So to other people who have an extra chip, to those who upgraded the computer, whether if it's an Intel or AMD CPU, then take the cooler off, open up the leather, open up the thing, take the chip out, put the extra CPU, put it back inside the socket, lock it up. And it's not, actually let's put a cooler and a thermal paste on it and then mount it. So once you did, turn on the computer, and if it shows up the display on the screen, then that means you got a dead processor or CPU. Now, moving on to the power supply, which is the back one right here. So, I've seen people having issues with the power supply when they were filming their videos about the computers. And it's probably bad times. They have tough times in getting the computer up and running. So, disconnect the motherboard, the CPU, and the graphics card connector if your extra graphics card does have that connector required. But if it doesn't require, then you don't need to worry about this. Just taking the motherboard, CPU, to those who doesn't have that little extra connector. But to those who do have those connectors, unplug it as well as these two. So yeah, the power supply, whether it's if it's a 450 watt power supply, don't use the ones that's coming from a Dell Prober or whatever it's called. So once you connect the motherboard, CPU, and the graphics card connectors within the extra power supply that you have, turn it on. If it shows video on the screen, well, that means you got a dead power supply. That's the culprit for that part of that video. And if it still doesn't work, then there might be something wrong with the board that's inside the power supply. Could be the graphics card, motherboard, or something wrong with the CPU. Something wrong with the CPU, or either the memory. Just take it to your local tech shop or your computer shop to see if they can do all those microchips and stuff, to see if they can replace it. So anyways, if any of the solutions work for you, whether if it's a CPU, RAM, or whatever I just said, just give me a subscribe, because you guys think, do I deserve a follow or subscribe? Or either a like and comment down, what is the culprit on your build, and give me the specs. And if it doesn't work, then, you know, just buy the parts and just call it a day once you get it arrived in your house, once it's fully worked and up and running. So yeah, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. And by the way, this might be the last time on you guys seeing the setup. So yeah, peace.